Hello, I hope you're all doing well. This is a nice little tutorial right here. OBS didn't really record, so I'm just gonna show you every single layer, how I did it, and I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all subscribe if you do watch this because free content, yay! I'm not really monetizing everything. I don't make money off of YouTube, but I do sell some PSD, so if you want to pick up this PSD, of course, I'll be happy to help you out. If you have any questions on Twitter, you can DM me. But of course, people on Twitter already saw this, so you can follow me on Twitter just to see which headers come out before they come out on YouTube, you know, because I'll post it there and people already know, they've seen this. But yeah, here's a tutorial on this. I'll have my sway tutorial up soon, and yeah, let's start with this. So pretty much this is my background right here. I'm sort of starting with just, I guess, clouds and then some birds and then a nice little glow right there. It's not super complicated. You can just pop in, honestly, any glow, any background, any birds, whatever works with whatever you're doing. And then after that, you can see right here, I did pop in the render. This render will be in my pack if you want to check it out. And of course, all the assets for this will also be in my pack. Or you can just buy the PSD if you want to save yourself a step and just pop in whatever text you want. But as you can see, I did a lot of blending with the layers right here. I added in, a lot of them are soft light overlay, just random splotches with both black and white. And then there was a lot of just outer glow right there because that's sort of the trend right now. And yeah, as you can see right there, it does make a big difference when I turn on and off all the things. And pretty much you're gonna want to just make it as artificial as possible because your original render will not look good. You're gonna want very artificial lighting, but in a sort of scene header type way. Alright, as you can see right here, I did a nice little vignette, and then after that, I just saved it as an image, and then I camera raw filtered it. I don't know my exact settings because OBS wasn't recording, but of course the PSD will be in the description, of course, and a lot of it was just pumping up a lot of the colors, the vibrance a lot. I made a lot of the grays very blue, some texture was good, and then I added a lot of just brightness in general, a lot of exposure was good, and then after that, I just sort of added some nice highlights on the face right there, and I'm adding a nice little bird as well, but I'm also putting in the text and some more clouds. A lot of this for the background, it was just like birds in a sky and then a bunch of clouds, which is why I figured a whole tutorial would kind of be sort of pointless because you're just kind of looking at me placing in a boatload of clouds, which is what it is pretty much, and then my nice little bird PNG. And then a lot of this just had to do with blending the render there, making sure it all blended together, and the color correction was really satisfying and would catch the viewer. And of course, I did put some highlights on the face as well. I did a lot of the mask, but any area that there's sort of a highlight, you can sort of accentuate that. As you can see right here, a soft brush, and I'm painting it in right here. It'll just make it really smooth, which is kind of the trend, just like really oddly smooth stuff, which it kind of looks good, you know. Maybe it'll go out of style, but right now I'm sort of liking the way it looks before and after. It looks really bright and contrasty, and I sort of like it. And wherever there are highlights under skin right here, on the chest right there, and then on the neck right there, anywhere there is, you could just sort of add a nice little highlight and it'll look good. And yeah, just use your eye, whatever you find best. And I'm adding highlights, of course, on the mask as well. Alright, time for text. The text is super easy, and I'm sure a lot of you already know this little trick right here, but you're going to make your text, spell it out, convert it to smart object, rasterize it. Just right click, convert to smart object, right click, rasterize. Super easy. Maybe put on a drop shadow after you're done with everything, but you're just going to duplicate it twice, and then you're going to make one red and one blue, and then one white in front of those two. And you're just going to move the red one left 1 pixel, and then the blue one left another pixel. or right another pixel, just so there's sort of a 3D effect, which a lot of people are doing, but you don't want to make it super obvious right here. As you can see, you have the red on the left and the blue on the right. And I'm going to convert everything to a smart object, get my little blur tool, blur it, and then maybe add a drop shadow after that as well. But this, of course, well, not a drop shadow, an outer glow actually. But you don't want to make it too dramatic or too crazy, because the outer glow will probably go to style pretty soon. But outer glow right now is what's in, and you can just use that, and it's super easy, and you'll be good to go. Alright, this is the trick on how to convert it from a header to a banner. You can do this with any sort of plain background image. It won't work super well, but you're just going to get your image and then select content aware scale, hold shift, and then you can just drag. If you do it too much, it'll sort of get, you can see it's stretching right there, which I don't like at all. You want it to be exactly the same, just whatever looks somewhat natural. And then with this, I'm actually going to duplicate it, put it to the other side, and just erase part of it, blend it as much as possible, maybe rubber stamp, maybe more, but as you can see right there, it looks super ugly if you just drag it, because what it's trying to do is just trying to blend the outside where there is no real content. It's just really just taking it and dragging it, but if there is content in it, it will look really bad. So you have to make sure it's sort of blank in the background. This is for like a lot of images of, say, people with sunsets or people by a lake. It'll sort of just like make the background wider if that's what you want. But right here, as you can see, I'm sort of fitting it, and then I'm just going to erase it. You can do rubber stamp tool, all that, just to blend it together. And right here, as you can see right here, I'm just going to keep blending, and I'm going to pop in the text, and we'll be good to go. Alright, right here as you can see I'm popping in the HUD, and the HUD will come with the PSD, and I'll put the PSD. It'll be both a header and a banner, so whichever one you're looking for, if you want it for YouTube or for Twitter, you can just pop it in and you'll be good to go. But this will come with it, and yeah, it's pretty much, it's easy to make. You just get your polygonal lasso tool, cut it out, paint it in, plop in your sponsors, and you'll be good to go. As you can see right here, I'm going to make separate layers so you can disable the text, put in your own text, and disable the HUD if you do not want it, or if you want to keep it. It's up to you, honestly, but as you can see, I'm just putting their own layers, and I'm using the clone stamp tool to just sort of blend everything together and make sure everything's going well and nice and smooth and good to go. But yeah, that's about it. That's how I made this header and converted it into a banner, and I hope you guys enjoy. And if you did, just nice little subscribe would be good. We're trying to hit 10K pretty soon. I hope we do. And I'll see you guys later. Good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you're from. And yeah, bye. Check out all my other tutorials, Face Bizzle, bunch of other stuff, Face Sway coming soon. And yeah, follow me on Twitter if you want to see any sneak peeks of my videos or headers before they come out. Bye-bye.